Hello, Dr. Khan and Melinda. I have a list. I haven't put it on the computer yet. I'll be emailing that to you. I want to talk about a few things. One is permit and plans. We got to pick up those plans, and they won't release them until we pay the $1,255 permit fee. Then I could show those plans to the electrical and the plumbing contractors so they can give me better numbers. I've come up with a forecast of numbers because nobody calls you back and no one commits until you're right in front of them with money in your hand. Tile the top. The top is 1,400 square feet and the bridge is like another 200 square feet. So tiling this top, it's going to take, at $3 a square foot, I'm thinking, for tile. It'd be $4,200 to tile that top. I think leave the bridge wood, but make the house part tile, where the drip edge will be tile as well, so the water can drip off tile rather than wood. Going down to cable, stainless steel cable system. A lot of cable to be filled in. You can't get more than a fist through. It has to be smaller than 4 inches. That's code. So that came out to around $3,200 was what HPM quoted me, and they said give or take 100 or so for clips and stuff, but we were pretty right on that one. Plastering and trim. We still have more plastering and trim on the pool house when it's done, and that could be a window of, say, maybe $2,000 or to $3,000, depending if we get native woods and we get into it. Plumbing might end up being $4,500. So we have to still commit with plans to these contractors so they can give us a real number on the plumbing. But electrical and plumbing, they're both around $4,000 to $5,000 each. So figure a window of $8,000 to $10,000 for plumbing and electrical. Now we have windows. We got to do the windows and the sliding glass doors. The wind carries the drip into the house, so it's always wet in there. It would be good to get it closed up with some windows. The windows came out to be about $3,000 at your minimal quality windows. They go up to double that. I could research more with that if you want as well. But right now I'm just thinking affordable windows. They seem to last a long time, the vinyl ones. And now we got the pool, and the pools end up going to be, after the gunite, the pool equipment, the heater, the electrical panel, all of those 2-inch lines, pool lights, all that equipment ends up being around $8 grand, $10 grand just for all the pipes and all that equipment. Now, the gunite, you have the rebar and the gunite. So we form it all up in rebar. It takes us a couple days, few days, and we float the edge out with forms, so that brings it to the pool elevation we want. And we have skimmers, so we have all this pipe work to do. And still, with me doing the pool, the material is costing up to around $25,000. With said that, your gunite, this size of pool, it's going to take like 5-6 trucks of gunite to spray this pool. And gunite costs more over here because they have to make the sand by grinding up lava rock. And then the guys who pump it also come with a crew who has to finish it. It takes about 5-6 guys just to finish the gunite that day with trowels. And after the gunite is plaster. So there's a lot to it. Then after the plaster, we have backsplash on lava. We're going to do some maybe lava rock veneer with the, we just pour the concrete. We could do stamped right over the cap of the swimming pool and make it hang over like 2 inches or so we can do that veneer stone with a lip. And sometimes people just do bowl nose, and they have a seam where the concrete decking and the pool lid come together because the pool tends to move. But I think in this case, you won't have that problem. We're on rock. So we got a hot tub and we got a big pool. We want to make a wall, maybe a little 3-foot wall, where the hot tub and there's a backsplash wall on this neighboring side, the deep end. We'll maybe have a few, like 3 waterfalls, 1 waterfall coming out of the hot tub and maybe 2 coming out of the little backsplash wall. We can make a planter in back of that wall with palm trees and tropical plants. Seeing what lives on the ocean is important. Now, doing landscaping and maybe some sprinklers, of course. The bigger you go with trees and plants, the more they cost. But we could just give a budget, and I'm thinking with the budget of being for landscaping and deck work, what was I putting? Like $8,000, and that would cover sprinklers and maybe some low voltage lighting here and there. So just making sure we cover a lot of these little ends. But my forecast came out to be around $57,000. So with $57,000, you figure another 20% of miscellaneous, it could be going up to $67,000. I want to get more in detail with this list, but I'm still waiting for all these prices on all these quotes I have out. People are really slow at their response, but they get them back. They get back to you. Also, we're going to need, coming down here, we're going to need to finish the garage out there with gravel and more of a permanent foundation, and we're doing that right now. But yeah, the place is looking great, and the fish are happy. But I'm going to be sending you a list that's itemized, and it's just a guesstimate right now. I don't have solid numbers, and sometimes you get better deals. So in my experience, every job I've done, there's always a 15%, 10% miscellaneous things that pop up. Over and out, and aloha.